Welcome to Genius Shorthand Academy DSSSB Previous Year Skill Test Dictation, which was held in 2018. Get ready, 5 seconds to go. Start. Madam Chairman, before I begin to speak on the bill, I would like to make a request. I now come to the bill under discussion. I heard the Honorable Law Minister's speech wherein he talked about a national debate on election law reforms, etc. I would like to say something in this regard. Our constitution had created an independent constitutional body to conduct elections in the country. About 59 years have passed after the commencement of the constitution, but there has been a failure on the part of all the governments that came to power at the center in creating adequate infrastructure for that constitutional body of Election Commission of India. 3 or 4 people have been appointed as election commissioners and a few officers have been appointed to assist them. This is our election commission under the constitution, which is holding impartial, fair and equitable elections. Who is this election commission depend on? It is dependent on the party which is in power in different states. It is dependent on the officers who are working under different state governments ruled by different parties. Where is that infrastructure that is really interested in holding independent elections? If he is not in a good mood, he would say, I do not have the forces. If he is having a friendly chief minister in some state, he may send or may not send the forces. If he is having the enemy chief minister, what he would do, I do not know. This is the expression which is being used by him, the friendly chief minister. If I have to use that expression, then he is having an inimical chief minister in some state. Now the state would decide as to whether to keep the armed forces in the police lines or not. That is depending upon the district magistrate. I can understand a state where there is a change of power after 5 or 10 years. We are coming from a state where for 30 or 35 years the power is with a party, already officers are in its pocket. Therefore, where are independent elections? You are depending upon the officers who have been entrusted the job by the chief minister, who says he is our man and hence appoint him as chief electoral officer in the name of fair elections. It is really frustrating. If you go to any state like us, appoint an independent person to find out whether a fair election is conducted or not. If they enjoy the blessings of the chief ministers, he will be appointed as the chief electoral officers, district magistrates, superintendents of police of those states. There are the chief electoral officers, district magistrates, superintendents of police who would create annoyance to the ruling party. Therefore, first create the independent judiciary. You have to create an independent judiciary with infrastructure. Now I take up the clauses one by one in the amendment bill. You are creating a second appellate body. I appreciate that. Although it is an appeal and second appeal, you have not used this expression under section 2 of the new Amendment Act, but the law minister, I do not know whether you are aware of the fact or not. Till now in our country, people are really losing confidence on the government because their names are not registered under the electoral rolls. It has become so clumsy that one has to go from one pillar to other. He has to catch hold of an influential person. Only in that case a poor man's name would be registered in the electoral rolls. Let us see the amendment to section 126 of the Principal Act. It is with regard to the opinion poll or exit poll. Freedom of press does not give them license to elect a person for whom they may have their sympathy. You have brought an amendment to this, and I really give you thanks for this. Right from the days of emergency, except the Congress, the entire country fought for the freedom of the press in our country. There are no guidelines in this regard. Party cadres are being appointed for the purpose of undertaking door-to-door survey. Let people decide it. The result of the exit poll or opinion poll should be declared only after the entire election is over in the country. For example, in West Bengal, elections are held in 5 phases, and the decision of such poll of one phase is declared before other 4 phases are over. If the election commission thinks 4 months are required to conduct election in our country, for 4 months nothing should be published about the exit poll or the opinion poll. With these words, I thank the Honorable Chairperson for giving me this opportunity.